Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Isle of Sgail, and today we will be taking care of the Case Closed challenge. Now, for this challenge we need to trap Sophia in an Iron Maiden. Maiden. Anyway, so from the start, I'm going to actually start skipping through this little bit here a bit more. We're just going to speed it up somewhat because we're going to the same place we always go to, which is the effigy ceremony area, and it takes bloody ages to get there. So we've sped this bit up. What we need to do is get upstairs in the main building. We need Jebediah Block's disguise. Now, Jebediah Block is one of the Ark founders, which means he's on one of the upper levels of the main house, and therefore a highly secure area. So, we've come behind the curtain of the effigy area. We have turned off the sound rack to distract the Ark member. We've grabbed the wrench and we've launched it at his head. And we are now going to dump him in this crate here and take his outfit. And this will get us into the lower levels of the main building. And from here we're just going to run out and up the stairs. There is an enforcer up in this balcony area, so we're going to keep an eye out for them. The target just walked behind me there, so there's the enforcer in front of us. He will move away and we will be free to make our way past. And you might be wondering why not just go around the other side of those sofas, because there's a camera there. And for a little while I'm going to hang on to my Silent Assassin rating, at least until I get to the bathroom area, which is where we're heading for now. Just through the exhibition room, straight through, out through the double doors the other side, hang a quick right, and here is the bathroom in question. So anyone who's watched from my previous videos on this Island of Sgail map will know that I'm about to eliminate 4 people, starting with you, then you, then you, and finally you. Oh, he actually got a shot off this time. So we're now going to duck in the crate, wait for the bodies to all be cleared up and the panic to calm down. And while we're down here, we'll take the opportunity to take out Zoe Washington and her bodyguard while we're here. But primarily our main target for this area is the Indiana Jones character Blake, who you can just see walking from left to right there. That would be Blake there. So I've got a dilemma. Do I go for Blake like I want and I carry on with the mission, or do I take the opportunity as it's presenting itself to me to take out Zoe, and I choose the latter? So we're just going to wait for Zoe and her bodyguard to get within range, and we're going to open fire. So there we go. Bodyguard taken care of, and Zoe out the way.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
So again, just jump straight back in the box, wait for all the panic to calm down and the bodies to be cleared up. And once again, we are now just going to wait for Mr. Blake. I can't think of his first name right now. And we're just going to knock him out, drag him into this bathroom and take his outfit. This outfit will get us pretty much everywhere, but certainly everywhere we need to go. So we're just going to wait for him to exit. We're going to shut the door behind him, knock him out with the wrench, drag him in the bathroom very quickly, dump him in the crate, and take his outfit. So now we're free and clear to make our way up the stairs. We can go all the way up to the top floor, well, to the top floor of the public areas. We can't obviously go into Sophia's private area, not without getting a lot of trouble. But once we're up here, all we've got to do now is figure out where we are, and I'm looking for a balcony slash bridge and one of these doors leads to it, and it's actually on the other side over there. So you want to come through here, through the curtain, that's it, through the curtain, turn left, and there we go, and this will bring us into a corridor, and at the other end of the corridor is the bridge I was speaking of. But there are 3 people, and at the end of the bridge it does become a trespassing zone. So once again we're going to pull out our trusty silver baller, and we're going to plough the field. So 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and then we're just going to jump in this crate that's right here and wait for all the bodies to be cleared up, although I don't really wait long enough. As you can see, they are actually still clearing up the bodies, but they're not suspicious of me in any way, so we're free to carry on. And just through this door here and across this bridge is Jebediah Block. That'll be the guy in the weird fancy robes. The one I'm about to shoot, that was him. So we're just gonna clear out this area a little bit quickly. It's turning into a bit of a bloodbath. Every time I kill one, another 2 turn up. It's like fighting Hydra. Hail Hydra, by the way. But there's 3 more guards who are going to be any sort of issue. If I can take them out quietly, we shouldn't have any more come over this way. So there's 1, 2. The 3rd one's got past me, but that's number 3. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take Block's outfit, and we're going to make our way back inside into the main building area, and we're going to intercept Zoe. No, Sophia even. Zoe's dead. Just as a precaution, I'm jumping back in another box, but no one's looking for me. So like I said, we're going to intercept Sophia, and just like we did with the Constant, we're going to intercept her on the stairs, and we're going to get into a hell of a lot of dialogue, and we're going to have to follow her around for a little while.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Well, who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
So she's going to introduce us to the rest of the ARC founders, and we're going to go upstairs and have a vote. And we need to vote against Sophia.
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Get away from me, you creep!
And once the vote is cast and we have the deciding vote, or the veto vote should I say, because everybody else votes with Sophia and we're going to vote against her, she's going to invite us up to her office in the absolute top of the building for an explanation and a dressing down. And that's when an opportunity for us to slam her in the Iron Maiden will arise, thus gaining us the case closed challenge. But until then, we've got to sit through quite a bit more dialogue and cutscenes.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to Adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
I.
Aye.
I. I.
And now vote nay.
Nay, Block. Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... idiot.
Son of a. Blocked. You stupid. Ugh.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please.
Right, so what we're going to do now is just follow Sophia upstairs, even more stairs. They really need to put a lift in this place. It's like 8 floors. And when we get up to the top, we're going to take a seat and we're going to listen to how she's the boss and I'm messing with their plans and blah 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 blah. And then she's going to dismiss all the guards and seclude herself, or isolate herself, alone, with me, a known assassin. So we'll have that while we're there, because we're also a known kleptomaniac.
So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment.
Right, so at this point, everyone's going to leave the room, and Sophia is going to make her way over to the Iron Maiden and start inspecting it whilst threatening me.
We know about
Silly
Montana,
girl.
Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations.
And in you go.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce.
So all we've got to do now is make our way to the exit. That's the case closed challenge completed. Got myself a little bit turned around when I entered that room, but we're on track. We're just going to head all the way downstairs when I remember which direction those stairs are. They're around here somewhere. But since I've come this way, I am going to change my outfit again, because I'm bound to run into enforcers in this one. So all we've got to do is make our way right the way back down. Gonna head all the way back to the harbour. It's another long thing about these missions. Doesn't matter how quickly you can get the targets and take them out, you've still got to get all the way back to an exit. And I'm sure there are exits nearer, but actually getting to one and remembering the route and how to get there, I'm having enough trouble remembering how to get back to the harbour, and that's the one I do know. But we're back on track. I know exactly where I'm going. We're almost there now. So that will be the case closed challenge. I have been Anubis, and that has been a long ass run all the way back to the harbour. I will catch you all in the next video. And here you can find a couple of links to either playlists or videos. If you've liked these, there should be some more available here that you will like.